Yo, yo, what up? It's your girl Joy, the Hip Hop Powerfon, and today we will be interpreting the aspect Mercury conjunct Pluto. The conjunction between Mercury and Pluto will peak on Monday, February 5th at 7:58 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, so I learned a few things from the first video, so I'm gonna keep it a little bit simpler and try to actually do a reading instead of try to explain, okay, which was essentially the goal, but first things first, you got your alpha stage, and now this is consider this the beta stage, okay? So, yes, Mercury, ruler of Gemini and Virgo, okay, will be forming a conjunction to the planet Pluto, okay? And so Mercury is 30, 60, 90, 120, 150 degrees, okay, from Pluto on the zodiac wheel. So that's a quincunx. If you look at Mercury from the Virgo standpoint, it is 30, 60. So it's a sextile, okay? And so what we are trying to understand is where the conjunction comes in. So Pluto, as we know, is currently in the sign of Aquarius, okay, ruled by Uranus. Aquarius is all about moving forward, rebellion, enlightenment, progress, change, okay, waking people up, okay, just in time for Black History Month, okay. So Mercury at the time of this reading, okay, is in the sign of Capricorn, but obviously with the conjunction, that means Mercury will obviously move into the sign of Aquarius as well. Okay, so we're just going to place that here. But we have to remember that angles also fall under various archetypes. And so the conjunction is in Aries archetype. Okay, so the conjunction is going to take action, take risks. It's going to do it. It might cause conflict. Okay, it is going to push things forward in an aggressive manner. Okay, and so things might be a little rough, but we're going to work it out. You know that Aries is ruled by Mars. Okay, that is the masculine planet. Okay, and so that is all about the self in your body as well. This is a fire, literally going to light a fire under your butt. Okay, and so because Pluto and Aquarius will be in the sign, Pluto and Mercury will be in the sign of Aquarius, that means both of these planets will come together in the 8th house. Okay, that is where Aquarius is right now. And luckily for all of us, okay, Pluto is at home in the sign of Aquarius, and Pluto is at home in the 8th house, okay? 8th house is ruled by Scorpio energy. It's all about transforming things of a taboo nature, things of the dark and shadows, weariness, a natural distrust, okay? It's also all about sex, okay? And so for Mercury, we are looking kind of at, okay, the natural relationship between Mercury and Pluto. We talked about the quincunx and the sextile. Well, for this particular aspect, both of those angles are mercurial angles, okay? Sextile is ruled by, well, opening sextile is ruled by Mercury, and an opening quincunx is also ruled by Mercury. So there's lots of thought that is going to go into this aspect. And so right now, the aspect is what we call applying. Think of it as the waxing stage of the moon phase. The energy is building up, and then boom, you're going to hit the conjunction point at however many degrees. And then once it reaches its waning, we call that separating, because obviously the planets are separating from each other, okay? Are you with it? Are you with it? So let's do this, okay? This is not my normal setup, so just flow with me, go with me. Let me take you there. Let me take myself there, okay? So with both Mercury and Pluto being in Aquarius, okay, this conjunction is going to push you to think about how you are going to change, how you are going to transform, okay? And so it is really about learning language, all i.e. communication, what we mostly generally know Mercury to mean, okay? And so Aquarius being an air sign, okay, that works out in our favor, okay? Because Aquarius, you thinking about your hopes, you thinking about your dreams and your wishes, and you want those things to come true. But it's about how are you going to change and progress to make those things come to fruition. What action are you going to take, okay, to make your hopes, dreams, and wishes come true? You are going to have to change some things, okay? It's going to be a bit of a radical change, but it will be a renewal, kind of a rebirth in said change, okay? It is very much needed, and you know that you need it, okay? And so what we forget is Pluto was all about that do or die energy, okay? Pluto was also about power, so that works in tandem with the conjunction energy, okay? You don't want to allow yourself to get into crisis, because then you end up in the negative, okay, or the challenging scorpionic energy. You end up pain, suffering, you get fear, you get paranoid, okay? And that is not what we want. We want to eliminate that, okay? We are not trying to destroy anything that we are building, because we want to heal from the past in order to move forward, which is where the Aquarian energy comes from. Okay, you have to remember that with Aquarius, you have to expect the unexpected. Okay, that is where the shock value of the surprise might come in. But allowing yourself to have a new perspective is only going to make you more objective, okay? And this is going to allow you to detach from the past and allow you to move forward. Sometimes we become afraid of change, okay? And we become oppositional because we don't want to change, because we're so stuck in our ways. But we can't keep living like that. It is unhealthy, okay? And for you to be more independent, okay, Aries conjunction energy, this is what you're going to need to do in order to survive, okay? You have to take that energy and direct it into something more positive, something that allows you to be free, to adventure, to explore, okay? That is where the conjunction energy comes into play. And I would implore all of us, okay, to make sure that we are balanced in making sure that we are learning factual knowledge, okay? Mercury is really, yes, it's about education and learning, but it's about your basic, okay, ability to learn. Your initial stage is like when you're like 4 years old, like you're learning to read and write, in comparison to Jupiter, which is all about higher education. That's where you become a student, you are in college, okay? But here with the Scorpio energy, we are kind of facing our own immortality, okay? We know that we're not perfect, okay? We are allowing our power, okay, to not have control of us. We're not a monster. We're not villains, okay? Just because you want something different than the status quo, that doesn't make you necessarily like a bad person. Okay, don't let anyone make you feel any other way. Be sure of yourself. Be curious about who you are deep down. Okay, learn who you are, what your needs are. Think, okay, about how you are going to apply all of this in your real life. Okay? Aries and Aquarius is all about independence. What are you going to do to take that back? Okay? You probably or may have been in a tandem or codependent with someone for a considerable amount of time out of fear, okay, that one, you or the other person are going to outgrow each other. But you have to allow people their freedom to grow, and you need to allow yourself the freedom to grow, okay? That's spiritually, physically, mentally, emotionally, okay? All of the leaves, okay, so to speak. Because with this Uranus energy, with the Aquarius, okay, I'm sure there is some kind of, I'll say, app that's out there. Okay, they got apps for everything. Okay, you can get a reading on the app, you can get your birth chart on the app, you can check your sugar on the apps. Okay, they have all kinds of technology that you can use to allow yourself the freedom to grow. Okay, and you need to be able to trust what's on the other side. You don't want to allow yourself to get stuck in a rut because you're scared to change and you aren't really sure. But that's why you're just gonna just go for it. Just go for it. Okay, it's gonna be a little shaky, it's gonna be a little rocky, but I promise you that everything is going to work out for the greater good. Okay, and so I think that's it. I hope this was better. And I will see you all next week. Peace.